Before we start the video, eargasm warning. This video contains very nice engine noises that may cause your ears to be happy. Okay, basically what I'm saying is you probably want to turn your volume down for this one and, well, turn your volume up for this one and just listen to the noises. The tunnel feature is epic. Let's get going with the video. With the new update adding echo to the tunnel, meaning that cars now sound much nicer when they're in one, I thought it'd be best to go over some of my favourite sounding cars in the game. The first one, from a little British upstart company, from Gordon Murray Automotive, GMA. Looks kind of like a McLaren F1. I doubt you'll have heard of the guy. He's called Gordon Murray. He's the one that made the company. And the reason it looks like an F1 is because he's the guy that designed it. The F1's got a good engine note. But this is on another level. Glorious Cosworth V12. We're already off to a good start here. Next, one of the most iconic shapes right now, I'd say. A 25-year-old car. The Subaru Impreza 22B, the rally version, is what we have here. Lovely little flat 4 from the world of rallying. And God, it sounds good. This is a very lovely thing to have going into your ear. Just the brutal flat 4 rallying engine. What a great thing. I don't really think that we could have made this list without featuring a glorious Alfa Romeo V12. What is my phone doing? This one comes from the TZ3 Stradale. And if you couldn't tell, it's pretty good. Ooh. Oh, that is good. The TZ3 Stradale is so underrated. I don't get why people think it's ugly either. I think it looks great. What a brilliant thing. So beautiful. And it has a great engine to match. Pretty good to me. What we have here is a Ferrari. The 458 specifically. This one's the Speciale from the 2023 Halloween event. And just like its counterpart from the permanent shop, it sounds amazing. Just sounds so guttural at the top end. It's a brilliant, brilliant thing. I love the 458. This car is a thing of pure beauty. The Lamborghini Miura from one of the barn finds quite recently. Okay, technically it's not actually the Lamborghini Miura. It's got weird headlights, it's got a changed front end and rear, but it's definitely a Miura. And it's still got the classic Miura engine note. A perfect Bizzarini V12. Fun fact, the engine in this was so good that it was featured in every Lambo from the original 350 GT back in 1963 up until the last of the line Lamborghini Murcielago Superveloce, spanning nearly 60 years. That's how you can tell an engine's good, and quite often unreliable in these things. That livery, an absolute automotive icon, the Gulf livery. This one happens to be attached to a Porsche 917 Kurtec. Oh, I just committed a sin there, didn't I? Porsche. It's German. And the Germans can build some pretty good engines. We're not having 911 flat sixes on here. Maybe. But what about two 911 flat sixes? Screwed together and stuck in one of these things. Let's listen to a flat 12. Why have one flat six when you can have two? This just says, yeah, let's have two. Rare occasion of the German engineers being irresponsible. And we love them for it. Ooh, a reference to a 1980s cop show that I've never actually... You selfish bugger. This is the problem with filming in public service. Anyway, what we have here is a Ferrari Testarossa. Another flat 12 engine. We don't get them enough. And this one also sounds good because it's made by Italians. Italians just make so many good cars. And good engines. They do a lot of things right, the Italians. I really need to watch Miami Vice. Lamborghini Sian FKP 37. That's the full name of this beast. And it's a Lamborghini and it's got a V12. What more do we need to say? Well, why don't we let the car speak? Incredibly enough, the engine note is actually so loud I couldn't hear the turbo whistle. That's how loud one of these things is. Thank God it's a good noise as well. Although for the purposes of this video, this isn't actually a Sian. We don't want Foxy to get sued by Lamborghini again. Because I love these things. And I want to keep them. This is one of the most striking shapes in cars. Certainly in the modern era, anyway. The Aston Martin Valkyrie. Wow. Foxy, please give us the AMR Pro, but for now, I'll just spend my days sitting in tunnels and revving this, because it makes a really bloody nice noise. As previously stated, Foxy, AMR Pro, pretty please. Although don't make it game breaking like when they had to debuff it for Forza. Nah, just leave it broken. From one of the most striking shapes to one of the most beautiful. The Ferrari 250 GTO. It's a 12-cylinder Ferrari. 3 litres though, interestingly. Very small. Mini but mighty. One of these things went for 70 million in real life. So this is probably the closest I'm ever going to get to one of them. Still feels special. And sounds it. I made it to look like a drag car. That just looks stupid. Although these things are still very imposing. Classic Dodge Charger, the 1960s one. The first golden era of the muscle car. And now we're bidding farewell to the second. Very sad. Anyway, it's an evil looking car with an evil sound. Still drives like an American car, to be honest. But God, it's good looking. This is what everybody has. Well, at least in Bullet. And speaking of Bullet, everything's better in black, isn't it? The Charger looks good in black. This Mustang looks good in black. Yeah, that's a Bullet reference. Everything's better with black. Even American presidents. Yep, I'm having a political dig at a country I'm not a part of. This is fun. Anyway, the Mustang. Star of Bullet. Starred in Diamonds Are Forever. And also probably the most iconic American car ever. Except maybe the Corvette. Pretty surprising from the people that gave you the Pinto. Still, this isn't a Pinto. The Mustang 2 is, but this is a Mustang 1. And as a result of that, it's still got the roaring American V8. And boy does it sound good. What a great car. We love the Mustang here. Oh boy, I do love my BBCs. Big black cars. Well, actually this one's quite small. Classic 911, the 930 Turbo, the Widowmaker. At least you'd be going on your way to the grave in something that sounds beautiful. Nothing matches a 911 flat 6. Don't know why, but flat engines, I don't think there's a single one that sounds bad. Pretty impressive, considering they're also in the Beetle. But then again, this is essentially a glorified Beetle. Except only one of these is going to try and kill you. So, that was my list of some of the best sounding CDT cars. Do you agree with my picks? Or do you have any of your own? Tell me in the comments. And subscribe. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Also, I think we should probably add the Unicorn onto this list as well.